Um, Actually, we'll put Derek on after this. But I wanna get on to the next part of this show because it's the love and relationships hour, and this chick I found and I say this. I'm gonna preface with this. I normally say chick with affection because I am one of the bitches in my female cliques when I used to have more female cliques in my life. But this one I have to I'm gonna call her a girl or a chick or something like that, and it's intentionally to be degrading. Um, this is just freaking hilarious. I don't know how she's got this YouTube. She's making money on it, so you know when somebody's doing it for money, they're doing it for their own self narcissism. Let's go to display 2 and watch this. Oh, this is the funniest one I've seen. Actually, no, this is not the one. I'm gonna get the 30s queued up because that was flipping hilarious. Um, I gotta look. She talks about things.
So
Like
a couple
alpha
reasons why
male.
I love HelloFresh
It's
is
just which is just so wrong on so many levels. I mean, this is how you do not get a girl of your dreams. And in fact, she talks about when a girl doesn't like you. But when I did the Clickford Zone, we did it like I think I did the interstitial like 4 years to the day. I did like a 1 minute hit on it, and yeah, let me just find up the one. She does a lot of male style advice, which I just find hilarious. Um, this is just funny. All right, so let me just cue this one up. We'll watch a few of these clips together and just figure out how the hell can a YouTuber just get away with saying the most weirdest stuff on the interwebs. Let's cue it up. Just play 2 kids. Let's go. Open up the channel. Open up the channel and laugh at this girl.
I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video I'm going to be talking about things you should stop wearing when you hit your 30s. So in your 30s, you're still young. I'm not trying to say you're old. You still have plenty of time for your style to evolve a little bit. This is not like the end of the road for you. You don't need to worry about that or be clinging to your youth because you're still young. But I do think there's a big difference between what you should be wearing in your 20s, in your teen years, versus maybe what you should be wearing in your 30s. You don't necessarily have to have your entire life together in your 30s, but I think your 20s is kind of a time when you're kind of figuring things out a little bit more. Maybe you don't know what looks good on you, what your style is, but once you hit your 30s, I think it's more normal for men to kind of figure out what they like, what they don't like, what fits them, what doesn't, what looks good on them, and what doesn't. So this is all about perfecting your wardrobe. I always say to wear what makes you happy, what makes you feel confident, what makes you feel like the best version of you. But just from experience, just from the outside looking in, I think these are some fashion mistakes that men in their 30s make, and you'd be better off without these things in your closet. Before I jump into the video, make sure if you haven't already, you hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop for when I release new content. It helps me, which in return helps you, and I appreciate it. So number 1 on my list is distressed denim. So I know overly distressed denim is something that I never really like. I always say not to wear it. I just simply don't think it looks good. But when you're in your 30s, when you reach your 30s and you're still wearing this overly distressed or just really any distressed denim in general, you look like an F-boy. And like I mentioned earlier, your 30s should look a little bit more put together, a little bit more classic than your 20s. I'm not saying you need to dress like you are from the 1950s in a suit and nice clothes all the time. That is not what I'm saying at all. I think you can absolutely still dress casual and look great. So instead of that distressed denim, opt for a solid pair. This is much easier to dress up as well if you're going for more of a business casual look or you have a job where you can wear jeans to work. Number 2, we have another denim one. So this is going to be light wash denim. I think light wash is okay when you're in your teenage years, when you're a little bit younger, maybe when you're first entering your 20s. However, once you get past this point, it's very hard to dress up light denim, and it's almost just a waste of your money. These just don't look as nice. They're not as versatile. Like I said, you can't dress these up like you could a pair of dark denim. I think dark denim is always a better option than a light wash pair. So like I said here, instead of this light wash denim, opt for the dark denim. I promise you it will look so much better. Number
Got a commercial. All right, so let me just. I'll have her. I'll just alternate. She's doing commercials every 2 minutes here. Get cam. Oh, cam 1. Oh, I gotta lose display too. Sorry. TD my own show. This is really difficult here. It's always easy. All right, let's roll her up again.
Bracelets. So this is actually kind of a cultural thing. I think this one does depend on where you are in the world. If you live somewhere at the beach or somewhere very tropical, I think these are okay, and they can kind of bring a casual feel to your outfit, and they just kind of work. However, if you have an office job and you're wearing a suit with a nice watch and a beaded bracelet, get rid of the beaded bracelet. I promise, it will look so much better if you just keep that nice watch without the distracting beaded bracelet. Say you're going to a wedding and you're wearing a beautiful suit, a luxury watch, and then a beaded bracelet. It ruins the whole thing. I'm really not exaggerating. I even asked some of my female friends about this to see if I was the only one that felt this way. The consensus among all of us was that these look
sucks. This is like a girl talking. Like, come on. I've done ENG, videotape, electronic. I assemble, edit. When I ingest my media, I'm right now working with Avid Media Composer, which was once the standard in nonlinear editing. And I do not take my file and dump it into the timeline and cut things up. This is how the girl edits. Like 90% of the YouTubers. Like, I'm the only one that still treats my files like tapes. I ingest it and then assemble edit. I love it. Like, millennials love filming and cutting stuff up. I love the thrill of dog shuttle, hear my voice screech when I'm going advancing. I love videotape. I like my videotape. It's almost got that urgent. Gotta get that on the air. Gotta get it out on the air. Like, rah, rah. It's like this girl's editing just sounds like she's talking infinitely. Let's just cut her to her next pet peeve for all intents. Graphic. Oh my God, this one I cannot let go, because I have. Look at me. I got a graphic T-shirt right now. You can't see it if you're watching on the streams. I got the mic blocking it. Let's cue her up on there. Load it.
You're probably all thinking what I'm thinking. The t-shirts that have the corny sayings on them, the t-shirts with the periodic table. Unless you're a science teacher wearing this for your students, don't wear this. So pretty generally, I think there's a time and place for these. If you're running errands really quickly, if you're sleeping, if you're working out, if you're at home just lounging around with your family, these are totally okay to wear. But if you're going out to something nice, you have to dress up a little bit, just opt for a basic t-shirt instead of the graphic t-shirt. I promise you it will look so much better. I know in my What to Not Wear in Your 20s video, I touched on wearing things from college, things from high school with logos and mascots and all of that all over it, and that also applies to this video as well. But I think just any kind of graphic t-shirt in general, this is something that a lot of men wear, and I think it's almost to be kind of funny. And while it's funny the first time, when you keep wearing it, it kind of wears off, and that funny aspect about it just isn't there anymore. Okay. So like I said, if you really have a shirt you love, you can wear these at home. Don't feel like you need to throw these away. However, if you're going out in public, opt for that plain solid t-shirt, the basic t-shirt instead of this graphic tee. It's always going to look better, and like I've said so many times in videos, often basics make the best outfits.
You don't know how to edit?
Daily Harvest.
Alright, let's just go back to let's go to about your 20s, because that one I'm not gonna waste your time here. I got callers lining up on the screen right now. If I could get I got Michael, I got Derek. I had to answer, and we'll get to that in a moment. Let's go to the one in the 20s, because this one is going to be flippin' hilarious, because let me find the other one. I gotta find it, because so I found her videos like yesterday, and I said I found this on. I actually commented in one of her clips. I'm like, this is like an April Fool's joke. It's if I were to give girls style advice, which of course I would suggest she looks like a flirty 20-year-old, because I'm a youthful dude, and I'm also half Japanese, so I get that going against me too. And I say against me because I look younger, and my bastard father is too, so I get that genes very so excuse me while I try to search for the 20s. Did I already look at that one already? Yeah, alright, it's in my history. So let me just blow this. Well, this one's gonna be fucking hilarious. So, right, well, I'm just gonna like. Do you really want to see her? I'll just open up the. I'm gonna open up the cart, and for my board here.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video I'm going to be talking about things you should stop wearing in your 20s. So I know there's all these unwritten rules about fashion, and at the end of the day you can wear whatever the heck you want. But speaking from personal experience, it's okay for your style to evolve as you get older. It's okay to not be wearing what you wore in high school when you're 25. If I was sitting here today wearing what I wore in high school, I would be an absolute train wreck and you guys probably wouldn't be watching me. So I know you're only in your 20s, but getting older isn't a bad thing, and you don't need to cling to your 18-year-old self. You're still young, you still have plenty of time for your style to evolve and change, and it's completely normal for that to happen. So like I said, at the end of the day, you guys can wear whatever the heck you want. I'm just here to be a helpful source for you. I want you to look good, I want you to feel good, I want you to be confident about where you're at in life, and sometimes that just starts with a closet clean out and a trip to Goodwill. With that being said, let's jump into the video. Number one on my list is nostalgic t-shirts. I'm talking t-shirts from high school, t-shirts from college. You don't need to be wearing them anymore. Once you get into your 20s, these shirts turn into a shirt that you wear when you're sitting on the couch lounging in your apartment or you are sleeping. These just look like you're holding on to your past and you can't let go of them, and also like you haven't gotten any new clothes. If you haven't gotten any new clothes since high school and you have to wear your t-shirts, it's time for a little shopping spree. Get yourself some nice basic t-shirts that don't have your high school mascot or your fraternity letters all over them. Next up, we have cheap body spray. So this just brings me back to walking down the hallways of middle school, and the body spray has worn off by 8:30 a.m. and the guys all kept Axe in their lockers and would spray it down the hallway. It was a disaster. It didn't smell good then, and it doesn't smell good now. It's time to retire those also and get yourself a nice new fragrance. I hate to break it to you guys. Number 3 is ill-fitting clothing. So this could be something your mom bought you when you were in 9th grade and you just haven't gotten rid of it yet. Maybe you've outgrown it. Maybe you lost weight and it's too big for you. Either way, stop wearing it. This could be a suit that you got for your cousin's wedding when you were 14 and you're still wearing it to all your big events. Get yourself a nice new suit. Get yourself some nice new perfect fitting clothing. When you're in your 20s, you should really be focusing on creating a capsule wardrobe of the basics. They'll get you so much farther than you think, and honestly sometimes the basics are what make the best outfit. And like I always say on this channel, fit is number one. It's the most important thing. You could be wearing a $2,000 suit, and if it doesn't fit you perfect, it's not going to look as good as a cheaper suit that fits you absolutely perfect. So get yourself some nice fitting clothes. Like I said, this is the most important thing to think about when you're buying clothes. We all grow out of things, and that's okay. I don't fit into my size 0 Hollister booty shorts that I wore in high school, and it's probably for the best. It's okay to get rid of things. It's also okay to donate things. Think about someone that is 12 years old, 13, 14, entering their teenage years, and how happy they would be to have something that you just can't let go of. So keep that in mind as well. Just because you're not getting use out of it anymore doesn't mean that someone else can't. Number 4.
But the other thing is, a lot of the clothes that don't sell get thrown out. There's actually a documentary on this fast fashion you find on this said site.
4. We have backwards baseball hats. Absolutely not. This was never an attractive look.
God, I don't know what her background is. I should check out her website. But I got Michael in the truck. Michael, you're on the weekly zoo. I know we kind of you want to sound off. Let me just try to pull him on here. Michael, what say you?
Hey, Jen.
Hi.
Yeah, who the hell is this chick?
Her name's Courtney Ryan.
Off my ass off and want to drive into this right into oncoming traffic. I mean, this girl doesn't. This is not the advice that you would give to a girl. So why does a girl give guy advice? And what male fashion does she have?
Exactly. I don't know how. Exactly. If I was to tell a girl to say, "Hey, throw away X, Y, Z," I'd be called a woman hater. I don't know how she gets stylized. Did she not have a mother growing up? I don't get it.
Exactly.
My goodness, yeah, she's just strange.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they're single digit, they're odd numbers.
Yeah.
She's clueless. She's clueless about girls' fashion. Like I said, if you talk about girls' fashion, you would be canceled. This
Exactly.
chick talking about dudes. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, this not giving this girl any respect. I mean, like, I feel bad for the dude because he's probably a bitch.
Yes, she would be yeah, yeah, exactly. That's not a good, that's not
Oh,
a
God.
good. All right.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Michael.
Yep.
Yeah, she's just completely, she has no sense. I mean, if I were to tell a girl how to style, I'd be manipulative. I mean, can we just say
clothes. We all grow out of things, and that's okay. I don't fit into my size 0 Hollister booty shorts that I wore in high school.
Hollister booty shorts, isn't it 00? Because are they juniors? So 0 is like misses, and 00 would be juniors. So she doesn't even know her own size style and size scale. And as a guy, I know that. Good God. All right, let's run another girls react to Tinder profiles. Yeah, she see, I gotta check out her website. Let's check out her website if she has a website, because that's an old-fashioned thing to have the World Wide Web. Yeah, clickfo.me. Yeah, nope, she does not have. She has a Gmail account. We might have her come on the show, cause she does. I'd love to have a fiery exchange, firing line with Stephen Glickford on fashion. I'll try to do my William F. Buckley impersonation. But no, I wanted to be really fiery, so I wouldn't be like him. I'd be more like Bill O'Reilly, to be quite honest. This is. All right, let me show you the April Fool's joke that I think I wrote in this comment. Let's just close up my mic just to see if there's probably gonna be a commercial, because this girl grapples money on being. Yeah. My comment's still up there. I found this on April Fool's. I feel like this is a joke. Her advice is too good to be true. Damn right. I'm talking about myself. I'm sick of my. All right, let's open up the mic. Come on.
To my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video I'm going to be going over 5 ways to tell that she likes you. So when you start talking to someone new, or if you start liking someone that you already know, it can be kind of confusing because everyone kind of gives different signs. Sometimes you'll be able to tell right away that she likes you. Other times you won't know at all, and you'll be really confused, and it can often leave you in a place of, what the heck do I do? But these are 5 signs that she definitely likes you. I would not steer you wrong. I am a girl. I'm on your side. I know how we're wired. These are all things that I've done in the past when I've really liked someone, things that my friends have done, things that pretty much all women do. If you like someone and you aren't sure if they like you back, if she's doing these 5 things, you are on the road to success. So before I jump into the video, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop for new content on my channel. It helps me out, which in return helps you out, and I really appreciate it. So number 1 on my list is she texts you or she talks to you a lot. So this one seems really obvious, but a lot of guys get confused here. Are you the one that's always reaching out to her? Does she only reply to you for a couple messages and you're constantly reaching out to her first and she never reaches out to you first? If so, that means she probably doesn't like you. But if she's sending you texts first, asking you if you have plans, asking you to hang out, making plans with you, I know some girls are a little bit more upfront and bold than other girls, and a lot of girls are worried about playing the game and trying to look like they don't like you when really they're sitting in their bedroom with their friends talking about you, hoping and praying that you text her. So this can be kind of confusing, but for the most part, the easiest way to tell if a girl likes you when you're communicating with her is if she is actively communicating with you as much as you are with her. So if she's texting you first, if she constantly texts you back, if she double texts you, all of these things are really good signs. If she never leaves you on read, if she always texts you back, if all of that is happening for you, things are looking good. But like I said, even if she's a girl that doesn't text you first out of not wanting to look desperate, she will still text you back and actively want to talk to you. Anytime I've been into a guy in the past, I've always wanted to talk to them a lot. I'm not a girl that waits to reply. I'm not a girl that plays hard to get. If I want something, I go for it. it. That's just how I am. And I know there's a lot of girls out there like that too. Maybe are a little bit more hard to find in society these days. But like I said, for the most part, they will at least text you back. If you're constantly texting her, double texting her, asking her why she's not texting you back, stop wasting your time because she doesn't like you. Number 2. This one kind of goes along with number 1, but this one is making plans with you and is not wishy-washy. So she's making plans and following through with them. You guys are hanging out, you guys are having a great time. As a girl, I can say, unless you're my very close guy friend, I will not just hang out with you to hang out with you. I'm only hanging out with you if I really like you and enjoy your company. So if you're making plans with her and she's hanging out with you, she's not wishy-washy about it, she's not canceling last minute, then these are good signs and she probably really likes you. An important tip here is if you keep making plans with her and she agrees to hang out with you, but then cancels at the last minute or always has some kind of excuse as to what she's doing instead, do not pursue this girl. She's playing games. She just probably wants to talk to you because she's bored and doesn't actually want to hang out with you when the time comes for it to happen. So ditch this girl and get yourself a girl that actually wants to hang out with you, because if a girl wants to hang out with you, she will hang out with you. I know all the time on TikTok, girls tell other girls, if a guy wants to hang out with you, he will. So put yourself in her situation and think about, if you really want to hang out with a girl, you will. And if you don't, you won't do it. So it's the same on the other side. If a girl wants to hang out with you, she will, and you won't be questioning it. Number 3, she asks you questions. So this could be when you're actually hanging out or when you're just texting her, getting to know her a little bit. If you notice that you're the one that's constantly asking questions and she's not asking you anything in return and is just talking about herself the whole time, she's either A, self-centered and full of herself and you're better off without this girl anyway, or B, she's not into you and just wants to talk about herself, and this is her way to do it. So keep this in mind. Pay close attention to this when you're talking to a girl. If she's really into you, she's asking about your family, she's asking about your friends, she's asking you about your hobbies and things that you're into and what you like to do in your free time. She probably wants to get to know you, so this is a good sign. If she's asking you questions, this is good news. And another thing here, if you're on dates and she's just talking about herself the whole time, nobody wants to be with someone like this. I know in my first date tips video, I said if you're a guy to not talk about yourself the entire time, because I've been on dates where this happened and I totally lost interest and just could tell that there was some narcissism happening. And as much as girls don't want to date guys like that, you should not want to date a girl like that either. I don't care how hot she is, if she has no substance and just wants to talk about herself all the time, this will be a miserable relationship. Number 4, she gives you compliments. So maybe you got a haircut and she tells you that she really likes it, or she really likes your outfit, or she comments on your Instagram photo. Girls normally only give compliments when they like someone, or they're crushing on someone, or they're into you. So take this as a good sign. Like I said, most girls don't give out compliments to just anyone. There's normally some kind of motive behind the compliment. She really likes you and she's trying to get you to notice that she really likes you, so she's telling you that she likes your new sweater or your new shoes or your haircut. This is her way of telling you that she thinks you look attractive without coming out and saying you look attractive. So take these little hints, keep them in mind when you're speaking to her. If she's constantly complimenting you or even really complimenting you at all, this is a really good sign. Number 5, last on my list, is she remembers things that you said. Maybe you mentioned something to her about when you were younger, something that you were really into, and then later on she finds a funny meme or a photo or something online that reminds you of her and she sends it your way. This is her way of making up an excuse to talk to you, remembering something about you. This also shows that she's listening to you, and in a world full of distractions, it's so easy to not listen. When you really like someone, I think you're just more likely to actually listen to what they have to say, because like I said earlier, you want to get to know them. You want to know more about them. You want to know what they liked when they were younger. You want to know what they want in their future. All of these things, you just really want to get to know the person. So if she's thinking about you and sending you things that remind you of her, this is a surefire sign that she likes you. And it's her way of wanting to talk to you and finding reasons to send you a text. If she's sending you a meme or something funny that reminded her of you, she probably really likes you. So guys, that concludes my list of 5 signs that she likes you. Of course, this will vary from woman to woman, just like anything else.
Lose her right now. That's, I didn't mean that in a mean way. It's just I'm being a TD at my show for the live stream here. Let's go to lose this plate too, and go back to me. This is while I'm on it, let's find her Instagram, because she has an Instagram related to her content. There's no website whatsoever. And I think there's a lot of really unfortunate messaging. Let's go back to this too, please. Get the TD to switch. I mean, I don't find her to be that cute, in my opinion. Eye color, hair color, dirty blonde. Is it dirty blonde, her hair color? I don't know. She might be an 8 for many, but she's like a 2. Remember, as I talked in previous episodes, what I rate a 6 is an average of 2 for others, because I tend to find some value here. She's doing this for YouTube. I don't. And here's the guy. This guy is not an alpha male. This is her favorite guy. It's got to be her lover. He's not an alpha. She talks about how to get the girls to get the alpha male, how to look like an alpha male. That guy just looks like straight up metrosexual. Yikes! And she's got her body. Oh my goodness, that body is. She got some buns, but yikes, that's like not average. It's not average. What's a girl's size, like 11 or 12? Well, 12 maybe. So she needs to get the advice on the women, not the men. And I don't know what her qualifications are. Is it gas for like 20 somethings? And she's in her 30s. She's giving these advice. It's like, do as I say, not as I do. And I'm honestly trying to find her credentials of how she is what she is. This is going back 306. Oh, there's the date. Hard date, March 31, 2014. All right, so she's got this in for a while, but it's very materialistic, and I don't think that's a good thing either. I talked about that on the show. Michael's gonna get a kick out of it. He's probably gonna call he'll probably call back. Michael, are you gonna call back? All right, let's just switch back to the cam here. And we got oh god, I got Joey on the phone. Do I want to do Joey? Because I think he's talking about the politics stuff. Yeah, we'll wrap it up because I don't know what else to talk about with this. I mean, how much can I dice her up and slice her up? I mean, not literally, of course, but I mean, there's a lot of things to unpack from her, and she just doesn't. I don't know what. I mean, if I said this, I'd be canceled, right? If a guy talks about guy fashion, I'd probably be canceled. If I talked about girl fashion, I'd be canceled. So I'd be damned if I do, damned if I'm not. I'm waiting for Susan W. to kill my account because I have controversial content. Let's go to Joey.